It lovingly shakes you by your shoulder every time you find yourself dozing off into sleep, and wakes you up hour after hour. A sense of melancholy draws you into its alleys. An alluring melancholy similar to a flame looming within your being. Without realizing, you grow closer to it and are embraced by its arms, and lay the weight of your head upon its shoulders. It is in a state of longing and hopefulness. Its life is a journey between one war and another, as it forgives the sins of all its colonists. It tightens its grasp on the hand of those who are dear and have come to free it of its hardships. It also grew closer to those who wanted to rid it of the ignorance that ate away at its being. Its inhabitants were of the ancient Berbers, who believed in the existence of a god called Amun. This belief resulted in the presence of many religious sects and religions. When the Arabs came, they named this region Al-Maghrib, and this is because it is located west of the Arabian Peninsula, Gharb meaning west in Arabic, and they divided it into three parts. The lower region of Al-Maghrib is between Cyrenaica to the east, and Bijaya to the west. Central Maghrib lies between Bijaya in the east and Wadi Mulwiya in the west. Maghrib al-Aqsa, or the Far Maghrib, is between Wadi Mulwiya to the east and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. The Muslim Arabs tried to conquer the Arab Maghrib. Their attempts were not successful till after 7 decades of time, in which they faced fierce resistance from the Amazighs, who were renowned for their prowess on the battlefield. Their steadfastness in the face of all foreign invasion campaigns was well known. That was until the commander Uqba bin Nafi' al-Fahri and Abd al-Muhaji bin Dinar managed to conquer it. With time, the Berber population began to love Islam and delve deeper into it. The Berbers also contributed to the spread of Islam, and that was by participating with and supporting the Islamic armies with their fighters. Things did not end here, as their contributions were directly associated with the conquest of some areas, such as Andalusia, by Tariq bin Ziyad. In addition to this, they moved towards learning jurisprudence and hadiths through missions to Egypt and Iraq. They did so to deepen their understanding of the Islamic faith. Perhaps the two greatest moments in your life are the moment you are born and the moment that you realize greatness. Is there a greater honor than to recognize Algeria, whose name originates from the word Tiziri, which means the moonlit night, and to realize that you are unable to live without it? How would things be in this city that was founded by the Phoenicians in the 3rd century BC? The Romans ruled it and named it Icosium, after the fall of the Roman Empire. Many Arabs came to it, fleeing Andalusia after the fall of its Islamic rule in the year 1492 AD. The Ottomans took control over it under the leadership of Khairuddin Barbarossa, and in the 18th century, the Da'i of Algeria claimed Algeria's independence from Turkey until the French occupied it, only for them to be expelled by the Algerian Revolution in the year 1962. The first rule here is that there are no rules. Enjoy it to the utmost of your capabilities. Head towards its authenticity. The history written by travelers, researchers, and geographers has witnessed the Algerian people's adherence to their authentic values, and their determinate association to their customs, traditions, language, and social heritage. Here you can speak Arabic, French, English, and even Tamazight. Listen to whatever music you like, the Andalusian Arabic folk, and Rai, as here you are in charge of the situation. Don't have a tour guide? Who said that matters? Walk. Walk until the earth spreads out a rug for you. Enjoy the ancient Islamic sections and modern European ones. The ancient area is known as Al-Qasaba, with its narrow streets and abundance of mosques, along with its castle that was built in the 16th century. Al-Qasaba, a historical architectural heritage site that was registered by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Do not forget about the gardens, Astronomical Observatory, the National Museum, the National Library, and the University of Algiers, which was founded in 1909. Fill your stomach with its unique food. There is a restaurant that serves rashta. Here you can find an elderly woman inviting you to taste some couscous. Its theaters that distribute art to the world are patiently awaiting you. If you miss out on visiting them, then you miss the opportunity to witness the stars. Its roads are in front of you, and its mosques are behind you. Its eyes are fixed upon you. And strange energy pulls you towards it, and mixed feelings arise as you stand at its door. Halfway along a gentle bend at the Bay of Algiers, a sprawling complex rises slowly from the ground. In the end, the Great Mosque of Algiers will appear in the municipality of Mohammedia. And it is considered the largest mosque in Algeria and Africa, and the third largest mosque in the world in terms of total area after the two holy mosques. Set its history aside and focus on its unique architecture. It includes 12 separate buildings on a side that extends over 20 hectares. It has anti-seismic features, and attached to it is a parking area that can accommodate 4,000 cars. The prayer hall is more than 2 hectares in size that can accommodate more than 36,000 worshippers. It is possible to fit 120,000 worshippers with the use of external spaces. Among its distinctive features is the presence of a minaret, which can act as a lighthouse for ships, that is situated at a height of 265 meters. It includes a school for teaching the Quran, a library, and a museum of Islamic art and history. It is a center for research on the history of Algeria, a conference hall. It has gardens with fruit trees, and worshippers can reach the mosque through several means of transportation. This includes cars, trams, or even boats due to its proximity to the Mediterranean Sea, and Wadi al-Harash. It will connect to a berth on the coast of the sea through 2 passages. These fascinating details are simply unforgettable. It is a book that offers details that one would deem unimaginable. The Kachawa Mosque. It has existed throughout time for many years without circumstances placing a scratch on its surface. This edifice is found at the entrance of the Al-Madina Al-Qadima of Algeria. Similar to the introduction of a book through which you can access the many pages of the beautiful heritage lingering from the Ottoman era, which remains as a symbol of a prosperous time in which the books of history are decorated with. They bear evidence and proof of the success of a civilization that was established in the minds and hearts before being established in the realm of reality, making it eternal throughout time. As soon as you set foot on the first stair that leads you to its wide wooden door, which opens onto the Great Martyrs Square and the various races it beholds, you feel as if you have separated from the civilizations of modern technology and have returned back in time to an ancient civilization that was built by the capability of men and not with modern machines. Despite this, it was founded on land that was sturdy and resilient, that has resisted the tides of events and time. When its eastern door opens before you, the fragrance of the Ottoman era flows towards you at the height of its strength. It overwhelms you with a feeling of longing, as if it is someone you dearly miss, and throws you into its arms while embracing you tightly. Your eyes will remain fixed on its walls, which are decorated with various Quranic verses that are golden in color, which increases its beauty. In addition to high-end artistic masterpieces that are manifested in elaborately constructed columns that support this large edifice, as well as the inscriptions that are harmoniously situated upon its walls and meld into different forms. Your eyes scale the structure until your head tilts back as you assess its height. Once you reach its peak and open the door, the sea appears to you from afar. And your eyes fall upon another mosque that is situated in the Martyrs Square, which is teeming with passerbys, travelers, and curious wanderers who stand side by side along the fence that surrounds the ruins that were recently discovered in this square. Everyone has their mobile phone or camera ready to take a picture of an era that has passed and is long gone. The value of memories is not weighed by what is living alone, but it is given its value even by empty thrones. From behind you, the beautiful antique buildings appear, differing in their stature. However, they are stacked by each other, as if they are sheltering themselves from the unknown and seek to perish only side by side, hand in hand.